A fast battleship designed to operate alongside aircraft carriers, Iowa can cover a lot of ocean operating alone. She detects Bismarck also operating alone. The duel is on. Despite the Bismarck's well-trained crew, good design, and powerful weapons, Iowa has one technological innovation the German battlewagon doesn't: radar-directed main guns. Iowa can fire much more accurately at longer distance targets. This allows Iowa to outstick the Bismarck, which must close to within visual range for its fire control systems and procedures to work effectively. While Bismarck would avoid a nighttime duel, Iowa would welcome it, and its 25-knot advantage in speed means it can force a night battle if it wants to, chasing Bismarck down before sunrise. Despite the vast scope of the Second World War, the navies of the United States and Nazi Germany fought few, if any, direct surface engagements. By the time of America's entry into the war, the Royal Navy had already sunk or neutralized the lion's share of Hitler's Kriegsmarine, with only Hitler's U-boats remaining a substantial German threat. But what if the UK's Royal Navy hadn't been as successful as it was, and the US was forced to hunt down the German Navy's major surface combatants? What if the Iowa-class fast battleships had been sortied into the Atlantic to square off against their counterparts, the Bismarck-class battleships? The Bismarck-class battleships were the largest surface ships built by Germany before and during the Second World War. Germany had been prohibited by the Treaty of Versailles to build warships over 10,000 tons, but the Anglo-German Naval Treaty of 1935 implicitly allowed them, though the German Navy was not to exceed 35% the size of the Royal Navy. With that restriction out of the way, Germany immediately began construction on the Bismarck-class battleships. Two ships, the Bismarck and Tirpitz, were planned. The ships were 821 feet long and displaced up to 50,000 tons. Fully loaded 12 high-pressure boilers powered 3 turbines, giving the ship a top speed of 301 knots. 3 FUMO-23 search radars could detect surface targets at more than 13 miles. The Bismarck class had 8 15-inch guns, each capable of hurling an armor-piercing, capped round up to 2,175 miles. The 1,764-pound killer shell traveled at 2,960 feet per second out the bore, faster than the bullet of a high-powered rifle. At 11 miles, it could penetrate 165 inches of armor, or roughly to the horizon at sea level, although it could theoretically hit targets much further. Both battleships were heavily protected, with 125 inches of steel at the main belt, 87-inch armored bulkheads, and 141 inches of armor on the main gun turrets. The 8 guns were installed in 4 turrets of 2 guns each. This spread the battleship's main armament out among more protected turrets, increasing their survivability in a gunfight. Overall, the Bismarck class was an impressive combination of firepower, speed, and protection. The Iowa-class battleships were the most powerful battleships built for the U.S. Navy. 4 ships, Iowa, New Jersey, Missouri, and Wisconsin, were built. Each was approximately 861 feet long and weighed 52,000 tons. 8 water boilers connected to General Electric steam turbines propelled the battleships along at a speedy 325-knot maximum speed. Iowa had 9 16-inch guns. Each Mark 7 gun could launch a 2,700-pound armor-piercing shell 1,136 miles to penetrate 20 inches of steel plate and even farther to a lesser penetration. In addition to search radar, the Iowas had Mk-13 fire control radars, allowing them to engage targets at extreme ranges, and at night the Mk-13 had a theoretical range out to 45 miles, and could even spot where the Iowa's errant rounds landed, making aiming corrections much easier. The Iowas too were heavily armored, with 121 inches at the main belt, 113-inch bulkheads, and an amazing 197 inches of armor on the main turrets. The ship's vital combat information center and ammunition magazines were buried deep in their armored hulls. Now, on to the battle. It's 1942, and the new American battleship Iowa has been rushed into service to hunt the Bismarck. Bismarck, her sister ship Tirpitz, and other large German combatants have made the Atlantic too dangerous to send convoys across, something the United Kingdom desperately needs. A fast battleship designed to operate alongside aircraft carriers, Iowa can cover a lot of ocean operating alone. She detects Bismarck also operating alone. The duel is on. Despite the Bismarck's well-trained crew, good design, and powerful weapons, Iowa has one technological innovation the German battlewagon doesn't: radar-directed main guns. Iowa can fire much more accurately at longer distance targets. This allows Iowa to outstick the Bismarck, which must close to within visual range for its fire control systems and procedures to work effectively. While Bismarck would avoid a nighttime duel, Iowa would welcome it, and its 25-knot advantage in speed means it can force a night battle if it wants to, chasing Bismarck down before sunrise.